Hi, good morning friends. In the last video we are discussing about the relation and functions, some MCQ. Today we will continue next lesson, that is an inverse trigonometric functions, which will come under the Karnataka CET or JEE mains. Now before going to solve some MCQ on the inverse trigonometric functions, let me introduce some little bit shortcuts or some formulas, we will call it as well. What is the first one? First one, sine inverse x. We can write it as an cosecant inverse 1 by x reciprocal. This we can write it as an cos inverse root 1 minus x square. This again we can write it as an second inverse 1 by root 1 minus x square. Again that we can write it as a tan inverse. This sine inverse we can write it as a tan inverse of x by root 1 minus x square. This can be written it as a cot inverse root 1 minus x square by x. In the place of sine inverse we can use all the 6 in terms of cosecant inverse, in terms of cos inverse, in terms of second inverse, in terms of tan inverse, in terms of cot inverse. In the place of sine inverse we can use all those things. Okay. Next one, second one is that already we know that 3 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cube by 1 minus 3x square. In the place of 3 tan inverse x, we can use as an tan inverse 3x minus x cube by 1 minus 3x square. So many remainings are there. Those are in the NCERT. If you learn the lesson inverse trigonometric functions, you will understand the basics. But extra from that, these are the some formulas. Okay. Next one is third one. 3 sine inverse x, we can write it as an sine inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. In the same way, fourth one, 3 cos inverse x, we can write it as an cos inverse of 4x cube minus 3x. In the same way, fifth one, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z. We can write it as an tan inverse of x plus y plus z minus xyz by xy minus yz minus zx. These are the 3 one. Okay, na? These are the formulas to remember to solve. It will helpful too much in the next to solve the problems. Okay. Next one is that if sine inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to theta. Sine inverse x, sine inverse y is equal to theta. Then we can write it as an cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to pi minus theta. This one we can write. If it is a sine inverse x plus sine inverse y is equal to theta, we can write it as then cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to pi minus theta. In the same way, cos inverse x, if cos inverse x plus cos inverse y is equal to theta means, then we can write it as an sin inverse x plus sin inverse y is equal to pi minus theta. Okay, na? In the same way, if sin inverse x is equal to theta, we can write it as an means, then we can write it as an cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus theta. Complementary angles, we know that in the first PO. Next, if tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z is equal to pi, then this tan inverse x, tan inverse y plus tan inverse z is equal to pi, then we can write it as then x plus y plus z is equal to xyz. Okay, then 10th one, in the same way, if cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is equal to pi, then this we can write it as x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equal to 1. Be careful, it is very useful. These two are very useful to solve the problems. Okay na? What is that? If cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is equal to pi, then we can write it as x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equal to 1. Okay, now let me move on to the next one. Next, 11th one. If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z is equal to pi by 2, it is equal to pi by 2, then we can write it as then xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 1. It is equal to 1. What we can write? If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z is equal to pi by 2 means, then we can write as xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 1. In the same way, if sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equal to pi by 2, then we can write it as x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xyz is equal to 1. It is equal to 1. That is the last, it is equal to pi. Then some formulas, it is equal to pi by 2, this one. That pi related to cos inverse, same it is, and that's why in one category. It is equal to pi by 2 both. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equal to pi by 2. I made it into one category. Okay, let me move on to the next one. Next one, 13. If sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equal to pi, then we can write it as x root 1 minus x square plus y root 1 minus y square plus z root 1 minus z square is equal to 1. Sorry, it is equal to 2xyz. If sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equal to pi, then we can write it as x root 1 minus x square plus y root 1 minus y square plus z root 1 minus z square is equal to 2xyz. In the same way, if sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equal to pi, this also we can write it as x into root 1 minus y square plus y into root 1 minus x square is equal to z. Be careful, these are the formulas, these are the shortcuts you will use to solve the problems. Very important, be careful. Okay, what is that one? If sin inverse x plus sin inverse y plus sin inverse z is equal to pi, then that one can write it as x root 1 minus y square plus y root 1 minus x square is equal to z. These are the few shortcuts or formula to remember to solve the problems. Few more are there. They are in the NCERT textbook. Okay na? These are the some shortcuts to remember to solve the problems. Next class, next video, we will start with the MCQ. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.